Hi guys, it's Anvesh Shrath here, and I want to clarify a couple of things. Okay, now yesterday I recommended and promoted a product by Martin Crumlish by the name VoteStream. Okay, and if you have been following my emails, then you know that 4.5 hours after that, I sent another email telling you guys not to buy VoteStream. Now there were a couple of reasons why I said that, and I'm going to talk about that in a second because. Like this situation is something that many marketers get into, but they don't really go ahead and address to this or talk about that. But I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to tell you as it is. All right. So the reason why I said that was because after reading Facebook's terms and conditions, it was apparently clear that you cannot really use reactions to do some sort of a voting, all right? And you cannot really tell people in your Facebook Live video to go ahead and, use one of the reactions. You cannot really say something like, click like if you want to do this, click the heart if this is what you like or something like that, right? So you cannot really do that. And I read that and I actually pinged Martin, obviously time zone differences, so he didn't reply me back. So I thought, he's a cool guy, he's a stand-up guy, I know that. So I just said, why not just email you and talk to him later. But then after I sent the email, Martin got in touch with me and he said that I got it wrong. Now I asked him to convince me and tell me where exactly I'm wrong. And we had a long chat, right? Now it was a huge chat and there's no point really getting you into that. So let me just tell you the highlights of what exactly it is, and then I will leave it to you. All right. Now, first thing first, I showed him that, and Martin said that the exact terms and conditions are there on the sales page under frequently asked questions. Now, I create custom pages, and you know that. So when my assistant was creating the page, that particular thing was not there. Okay. So right now, my page doesn't even have that FAQ. So probably was just added few minutes or 1 or 2 hours before the launch, but that is absolutely fine, no issues over there. So he told me that we are aware of that, but there are a couple of things that we can still do, and he started explaining the whole thing. So I asked him one very simple question: then if we are not able to vote it properly, right, if we're not going to use it for voting, then what exactly it is, and is it actually going to help, right? So this is his answer. I don't know if you can see the screen right now. I'll try to zoom it up. He said, I'm changing the name as soon as it ends, as the word vote is not ideal. Now I didn't even think about it. As a voting tool, it would suck. You can't see who voted for what. What's the point in it, right? I said, yeah, exactly. And then Morton went on and said, it's solely for engagement. Okay. Now, if it had not been something about engagement, I would have never told you guys to, not buy the product, because it really is powerful. And like I said, I actually personally used it. So it is really pretty cool. So there was one question and you got the answer over there. It's not really a voting tool. It's more of an engagement and traction building tool. You're going to go on live, and that Facebook basically is promoting live videos a lot because they need to compete with Periscope. They need to compete with YouTube Live and all sort of things. Okay. So that's the reason they actually keep notifying people, and their algorithm is pretty strong. So your message basically goes in front of a lot of people, and the reactions and stuff like that using this software, it basically builds the traction because a lot of people basically share these kind of videos. All right, so that's one thing. And of course, they have a training included in the video to tell you how not to breach the terms and conditions and still actually use this. So that's a pretty good thing. All right, but there was one thing, and all right, okay, let's see the second one. Okay, now there was another thing on the sales page, right? On the sales page, there was this particular thing. One second. All right, let's zoom it until okay. Who's best, Weez or Brady? And as you can see, it's like for this dude and heart for this dude. So I asked Martin that, everything good, but is this really even allowed, right? That's what he asked over here. And he said, I don't think it is. Okay, but again, he said someone else might, because who can say except for Facebook? Now, to be very honest, my first impression was, what kind of BS is that, right? I mean, if you're saying this is not working, if you know it's not working, or it's not legal or whatever, then how can you actually put it there, right? So I asked him that question, and he said, all right, fine, I will actually get some answers for you. And the good thing is he actually did that, right? Now let me show you what exactly he did. All right, let's try to, okay, now this is interesting. So one of his, one of our, marketing friends, Ray, actually got in touch with the support staff of Facebook, okay? And he asked the question, he created a campaign and sent it to him and asked whether this is okay or not. And this is the dude actually says, thank you for contacting Facebook today. My name is Jordan and I'll be here and all this stuff. I understand you're wanting to run a voting style video. This is not a feature that we provide. However, this is perfectly acceptable. You should be in the clear to do this type of things as it does not violate any policy. All right, so I'm really confused, because Facebook tells you that you cannot really do that. Although they say that you can use the voting things inside a Facebook page. Now, my first impression was that maybe, of course, you can do a voting thing on your page. We all have seen that, right? Polls and voting and stuff like that. But you cannot really do voting using the reactions. You cannot really award people for liking or clicking one of the reactions. Okay, that's very important. But according to this dude, it's all okay. And he is Jordan from Facebook Global Marketing Solutions. So that is one thing. So, and there is a training video inside where Martin and his team actually tells you what to do, what not to do, and all that stuff. But this is basically it. So the email I sent you yesterday, I'm not really apologizing for that because I was not wrong doing that, okay? Because, I will go by the Facebook's terms, right? Why would I actually go to support of Facebook and ask all that question? If they are saying voting is not allowed using reactions, voting is not allowed, right? So that's the reason I actually basically sent out the email to you guys. But then Martin actually came in. He said, Jesus Christ, why would you do that and all that stuff? You should have clarified with me. Agreed, I should have. I actually tried, but time zone differences. He didn't reply back immediately. And yes, I was impatient. I had to send that out. I was feeling bad about the whole thing because it has happened in past as well. When I promoted the product and then it turned out to be a scam, I actually mailed to you guys and I basically got you refunded and all that stuff. So I really want to do this immediately, but then Martin actually explained me a couple of things. He showed me a couple of case studies also, a couple of campaigns that he actually worked on, and probably the campaigns are here somewhere. Okay, so it's maybe on my other computer, but basically he actually created a campaign. This dude actually created a campaign. He sent the campaign to Facebook support, and they said it's absolutely fine. So, and like I said yesterday, don't buy it. Well, I don't know what to say right now. Maybe you should go ahead and test it, right? Buy it, and just make sure you do things that really don't get you banned. Get in touch with the Facebook, because if you can really use this in a proper way, it's a very good thing. But just make sure that you're not breaching anything by getting in touch with Facebook support. Because like Martin said, and I didn't believe it, now I'm inclined to believe that a part of Facebook says something, other part says something else. So it's a little crazy, but that's exactly what it is. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Anveshrat here to just tell you as it is, right? Just keeping it real. And that's pretty much it. And yeah. That's very much. One more thing: the the auto picture, software is actually going to end very, very soon. The price is increasing, and you might want to take a look at that. Link is below this video, so make sure you actually do that. And that's an amazing tool because it allows you to create, edit images and all that cool stuff, and then it allows you to actually share it across social media platform so that you can get free traffic, organic free traffic. Pretty powerful tool, right? So yep, that's pretty much it. And we should sign off now. Reply back to the email that got you here and tell me what do you think about that, because yesterday I received a couple of emails. Many guys thanked me. One dude actually told me that I am wrong because it is right. I actually told him what exactly why exactly I did that, and I showed him the terms and conditions and showed him what Martin said about it not being a voting thing, more like an engagement and traction building thing. And then I never heard back from the subscriber. So that's pretty much it. Just go ahead and reply back to the email and tell me what you think about it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much, and we should sign off now.